Dear participants of the conference, dear colleagues, dear friends. First of all, I would like to thank you for the support of the people of our country. We greatly appreciate all the assistance provided. As you know, Kharkiv region has been an outpost of Ukraine for 3 years. The current situation is really difficult at the moment. Our region suffers daily from attacks by Russian occupiers. Since the beginning of the full-scale invasion, Russia has launched more than 21,000 attacks with all possible weapons, such as missiles, guided bombs, Iskanders and drones. 3 years ago, thousands of families with children woke up at 4:30 in the morning to Russian missile strikes. This seemed impossible in the 21st century when there are international institutions who are supposed to protect human rights and democracy. But today in Izum there is a fresh mass grave of 451 tortured bodies, 250 of which were women and 5 were children. In the 21st century, in the center of Europe, we have opened a monument for the memory of the killed children. Russia took 98 little lives in our region alone. 459 children were injured. Since the beginning of the full-scale invasion, the Russian army has carried out over 1,000 strikes on Ukrainian energy infrastructure facility. Those at dawn on December 25, 2024, the aggressor country massively attacked energy facilities in Kharkiv. On Christmas Day, the occupiers launched 12 ballistic missiles at boiler houses, thermal power plants, and the city's electricity facilities. As a result of the strikes on the heat and power facilities, a significant part of Kharkiv was left without heating. About 500,000 people lost access to heat in their homes as a result of the attacks. This is over 2,600 restored buildings. The Russian army planned to capture the Kharkiv region in a few days. But we proved once and for all that the Kharkiv region is Ukraine. Even when 30% of our region was occupied, we continue fighting. And the army forces of Ukraine bought our native Ukraine lands back matter by matter. Because we were born here. And here we see our future. This war is a terrible tragedy for our people, an act of the terrorism against millions of people. But at the same time, it has posed important challenges to us, not only for our state, but also for the whole world. I will start with internal challenges. First of all, we must continue to strengthen our defense capabilities, but at the same time build a future for our children. It is important to take shelter in educational institutions because the Kharkiv region has always been the educational and scientific center of Ukraine. Thus, we cannot lose our professional staff and our potential. Healthcare is also an important direction for us. We are building the first underground hospital in Europe so that our doctors can provide quality medical care even during shelling. This is a unique project, the implementation of which also requires your support. For example, the regional hospital received 4,300 baby deliveries during the war. These are new lives that are worth fighting for. In total, more than 6,000 civilians in the region were injured. But our healthcare system withstood these challenges. The biggest request from our people is housing restoration. Almost 37,000 residential buildings were destroyed. Thousands of people were left without a roof over their heads. More than 75,000 infrastructure objects that were built over years have been destroyed. We have plans to restore everything, and we will be grateful for your support. Another challenge is demining. Our fertile black soil is now our Europe, and now 30% of our territory is contaminated with Russian mines. In order to restore our agricultural potential, we must attract attention and use the maximum resources of the entire civilized world. We are fighting not only for our freedom, but also for peace and security in Europe. We are grateful to all our international partners, in particular France, for the support you provide in the difficult time, for your personal presence in the frontline Kharkiv region. Thanks to your support. Together we can resist Russian aggression and defend our land, our values, our destiny. Слава Україні!